This game is called Law and Order. It's named after a very niche independent TV show that probably none of you have ever heard of. Dawna here has committed a crime. Except she's not Dawna. What was a cartoon character from your childhood that you always had a fondness for? I heard Porky Pig over here. All right, so Porky Pig is the accused. So what is something that you think you would do to your younger sibling, you know, when you're at the house with them, just to really mess with them a little bit? Okay, Porky Pig stole candy, but who did he steal candy from? And please, no babies, this is a family-friendly show. The president? Candy bar 1? Oh my goodness, all right. We're going to call in witnesses. I'm going to question them as a lawyer with 6 whole minutes of legal education. And from there, we're going to figure out exactly how to convict this heinous and loony tune. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here today. I know it's Friday evening. There's a lot of great things you could be doing. You could be celebrating the weekend. You could be watching Looney Tunes. Oh, wait! No, you couldn't. Because a key pillar of that show, Mr. Porkenheimer P. Piglet, that's his real name. Look it up, probably, I don't know. But he stands accused of a terrible crime, a heinous act. But don't just take my word for it. We have Porky's own mother here to attest to his character, Regina Pig. Please, everyone, give a round of applause for Miss Pig.
Thanks, thank you, thank you.
Regina, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. I would say I'm happy to be here, but under the circumstances.
I see Porky gets the stutter from his dad. Okay. Anyways.
He does.
Mrs. Pig, you've known your child for quite a long time, ever since he was born, really, as most parents do.
That would be correct, yes.
Yes. Now, with that in mind, I'm sure you're very familiar with him and who he is at his core.
Truly.
What can you tell us about his upbringing, his childhood, how he was when he was just a little piglet?
Well, as you already mentioned, his father did have quite the stutter, and that he always admired his father and really wanted to be just like him. And unfortunately, his father was a no-good deadbeat hog, if you'll excuse my language.
Whoa. Miss Pig, while I appreciate your testimony, I'll remind you this is a court of law, and we have Bailiff Daffy over there ready to swoop in at a moment's notice. So,
my apologies.
Thank you, it's all right.
Mind your manners.
Wow, I really feel like that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it sure did, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Listen. So Porky idolized his father, right?
Always, yes. I mean, I spent a lot of time with our daughter, Miss Piggy. You may have heard her.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness.
I do feel like Porky maybe felt like the spotlight was maybe taken from him.
Mm-hmm. It's true. So that sort of living in a very aggressive sister's shadow could have brought this out, is what you're saying.
I think that's definitely plausible, but my Miss Piggy she's perfect in every way.
Sure, definitely no red flags with that girl.
Anything that Porky would have done to act out couldn't truly have been caused by Miss Piggy. I mean, that seems like his own father just kind of
course,
coming out in him.
Exactly. Now,
she's perfect.
Now, Regina.
Yes.
I don't want to question you too much more. I know this isn't pleasant, but obviously, you're very closely related to Porky. You're his mother. I'm sure you must love him very much.
You know, when a mother has love in her heart for 2 children, sometimes part of that love is more for one.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna continue, but I'm a little sad now. Thank you, Regina. You may take the stand again.
Thank you.
Wow. Mom, kids are saying mean things here, but I just want you to know You should have loved me more. I'm a lawyer now. All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna shake that one off, and we're just gonna go right on ahead. We're gonna call in our next witness. Now we've seen about how Porky was something of a troubled youth before, but you know, the kids they can make incredible turns in their later years, which is why we need an accurate and 100% reliable witness of Porky as he grew into a man, so that we can truly say that's all, folks, to this case. Now, I'm going to call up Porky's best friend growing up. Another crossover from another franchise, Piglet from the 100 Acre Wood. He's taking his time, he has small legs.
Isn't Piglet a girl?
Piglet, thank you for being here. It's okay, the people are very friendly. Wave hi.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you. All right, now Piglet, you were great friends with Porky growing up, right?
Oh, yeah.
How did you two become friends?
Well, you know, when you have so much in common with someone else, like your species,
Exactly, yes.
you tend to just friends.
Yeah, just hit the old switch and then boom, friends. Right. Now I understand, of course, Porky is, well, you're from the country, you know, the 100 Acre Wood, and Porky is from wherever he happens to be that week. So how is it that you two were able to, what sort of brought you together? What common ground did you find? What shared interests did you have?
Well, my friend Pooh,
Yeah.
you know him.
I think I've heard of him, yeah.
Well, he went on a weekend trip, and
Okay.
so I was alone. I was sad, and so I decided to go somewhere, and I
Okay.
did, and that's where I met Porky.
All right. As informative as ever. I think I see you trying to stand up. Don't you dare stand up.
I wasn't, I promise.
Bailiff? Yeah, he says you're dismissed.
Stay where you are!
All right. Listen. Piglet,
Yep.
I understand that you have something of a checkered past yourself, right?
Actually, there's stripes.
Well, don't that just throw my whole case out the window? All right, we could beat around the bush. But you know what? I'm done playing nice with you. You can cut the whole fluff and dog and pony show with me. You've done hard time, Piglet, haven't you? You were part of a gang in your adolescence. The Curly Tails. Is that so?
I want my lawyer.
That's me, Buster Brown! Ain't no Christopher Robin here to help you out.
He went to college.
He sure did. Listen, I just need a yes or no from you. And I've got a lot of patience. I can take as long as you need. That's where you met Porky, right? You know, smuggling bacon, curing ham.
I never did that.
Oh, yeah?
I was pressured into it. They didn't finish.
Peer pressure's a vicious thing, but giving it is still no excuse. Thank you, Piglet. You can go sit down now. I'm sorry, everyone, that you had to see that side of the law, but sometimes legality becomes a little bit less legal. Now listen, I only have one more witness, but I assure you it's the best one yet. You see, we've learned about Porky, his associates, how he grew up. We've learned that his poor mother, bless her soul, did everything she could to straighten him out, but she just couldn't find the way to make it happen. We've learned that he's corrupted young minds and driven them down a weird, winding, 100-acre road of depraved crime. But perhaps even then he could have found remorse. Nay! There's one final witness that proves without a shadow of a doubt that Porky is every bit as dirty and rotten as I claim he is. And it's a victim of his heinous acts. I'm sorry. But to do this, we're going to have to call out Porky's ex-wife, Patricia Pig. Please, everyone, welcome Patricia to the stand. Thank you for being here, Patricia.
You mind if I smoke a ham?
We do. This is a court of law. There's rules.
That was $20.
Now listen, Patricia. I understand that you and Porky have a bit of a history together, and I'd like to question you a bit more about that. What is it about Porky that first drew you in?
No pants. That blue blazer. And the way he says his words again and again and again.
I see. Truly irresistible to certain people.
Yeah. It's like rolling around in mud, just filthy.
Of course, I'm sure it started out wonderfully, but of course, all good things come to an end, and I understand that Porky started to show his true colors soon after you tied the knot.
Oh, which one? The left tail, the right tail, the...
How many tails do pigs have? What?
Just one.
But you can curl them infinitely.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right. After you got married, let's say.
Which time?
We're all learning new things here today. Let's say the last time. Is that a ham sandwich? Never.
That was $5 at the bodega.
Listen to me. I will call in Bailiff Daffy if you don't focus and answer these questions, all right?
Sorry.
I don't think you are. I'm gonna be real honest with you. So I'm gonna need you to answer me truthfully now.
Okay, your chair's a little small, but I'll try my best.
Where was Porky on Friday the 13th, 2020?
Not at home. But if you want me to make up an alibi, I can.
No.
I always did like my
Friday the
ex-daughter-in-law.
13th, and he went to visit his mother because, you know, dark days involve
That's
mother.
quite enough. All right, Patricia. We're going to...
Patricia Pig.
Yeah, Patricia Pig. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to just have you sit down right now.
I am sitting.
That chair, please.
Okay, can I take this one?
No, you cannot. You know what? I thought that was a waste, but walking around without pants is in and of itself a crime. So we still gleaned something from this. That was still useful. Listen, we've called forth witnesses, and every single one of them has shown you that Porky Pig, past, present, and future, deserves to be locked away. But there's one more step that we have to take, and that's to let you see him for yourself. So, Mr. Pig, take the stand, please. Get ready for some incredibly stuttery speech, folks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What did I tell you?
That's my boy.
I don't like you, mother.
That's my
That's where we gasp. He doesn't like his mother. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Mr. Pig, we've got you all but cornered. Piglets have testified to how you ruined his life in the Curly Tails. Your mother's mentioned that you lived in the shadow of Miss Piggy. Maybe was it not being called as a groomsman at her and Kermit's wedding?
Piggy always so jealous of me.
Oh, yes? Pray tell, what could she be jealous of, Porky?
She was jealous of my talent.
Talent? Talent for what, perhaps? Could it have been dancing, could it have been singing? No, they never trusted you to do that in the cartoon, did they? You were never in the Merry Melodies, were you?
Never was.
Yeah, exactly. So if it wasn't for singing, if it wasn't for dancing, what could it have been?
Smarts.
Smarts?
It's stealing.
Stealing. And what, pray tell, did you steal? I seem to recall that whoever the president was at the time when we're talking about, we're gonna avoid dating ourselves here. I remember he was in town. Nixon Reagan was there.
Nixon was there.
He was. And I seem to recall that he stopped by a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven that you happened to be employed at part-time.
May have been.
Yeah. And I seem to recall, well, I don't actually need to recall because I have right here the receipt for this transaction. That's right. What does that say? 1 Butterfinger.
That receipt doesn't mean anything.
No, you're right. On its own, it may not. But, as we all know, nobody lays a finger on my Butterfinger. And while I suppose people could lay fingers on other people's Butterfingers, no one lays a hoof on the Butterfinger of the president.
These fools didn't touch your Butterfinger.
No, they didn't. But then why do I see chocolate around your face in this photograph? Right behind Obama Nixon.
Chocolate has always been my weakness.
Yeah, I suppose it has a weakness for your criminal escapades. Woo, sorry, I turned into you there for a second.
It's quite catchy. It is. Try harder.
I won't catch your stutter, and I won't catch your terrible, diabolical addiction to crime. We've got everything we need. I just want to ask you one last question. What do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing stutter.
I think that's all we need to know because frankly, I couldn't tell what he said anyways. Bailiff, take him away. That's all, folks. Justice has been served.